Hi guys, how you doing? Senior Gaming here, and in today's episode I'm bringing you Blade Idol and I'll be talking Ancient Relic. So if you Blade Idol player or perhaps Idol gamer, then make sure you subscribe to the channel as I post as often as possible and bring you best tips and advice. And if you enjoy what you see, then hit that like button as well. Alright guys, so actually Ancient Relics are usually thought of an additional product when it comes to farming raid. And usually when we do farm raid, we mainly think figures and obviously upgrading everything related to. But obviously once we tap on the icon itself, raid, and then we'll go into go, that will be a first reaction. Obviously we got all the figures that we mainly focus on, but also we got these chests which are then rewarding us with the Ancient Relics. And as you see, obviously farming the raid itself will reward you with Ancient Relic chest. And like everything, we will have a different grades, and this is how we're gonna obtain finally the product, which then can be then upgraded for overall growth of our character. When it comes to actually grinding and starting getting all these Ancient Relic, we're talking here about unlocking stage 1550, and then obviously these chests, whilst we have completed raid, will end up in our inventory as normal. So I'm gonna head over to inventory now and then supplies, and I have actually managed to squeeze few of the raids for the purpose of this video. So as you have just seen on example earlier on, obviously you're gonna have a different grade. We're gonna start with magic, rare, epic, and so on with the strongest god currently. So I believe perhaps there will be a heavens chest at some point, but as it stands we only got a level 3 raid and a god is the strongest. So obviously once these end up in your inventory, you got to open them as you would do with any other chest that usually end up in the supplies. So once you open it, obviously you're gonna get rewarded. And once you are being rewarded with relics, you're gonna head over to a main menu, obviously hit that relic button, and then you've got 2 tabs. You're gonna have your summoned relics as well as Ancient Relic. The main difference between Ancient and the Summon one is that you're going to get pretty much all upgrades at once. And what I mean by that, when you just started with Summon Relic, there is a mysterious way of pretty much getting mainly your lowest tiers, upgrading them very close to level 60, and only then progressing with the new tiers and so on and so on. And as in here, as you can clearly see, I've got various levels between all the different grades of the Ancient Relic, and obviously I'm gonna go and keep upgrading these until I reach a max level. And currently, max level for the Ancient Relic is set on level 80. And then finally, what else obviously needs to be discussed is gonna be the perks itself. So, you know, despite, as I mentioned, there are different tiers, obviously every single one of these relics will give you a different booster. So we're talking here penetration, accuracy, extra sort of sweep rewards, we got extra boost to gold, experience, and obviously our favorite damage output. You also can clearly see there is a success rate when it comes to upgrading this, and usually when you get, like this example, when you get to a 29, 39, everything 9 related, your success rate will massively drop. So these are these thresholds where the boost will be more significant every 10 levels, and obviously then in between your level should be much higher. Because if you, for example, check this one out now, I got 14% chance to go from level 29 to 30, but for instance here being on level 42, my success rate is 60. What's obviously great about it, you can clearly see as well what is going to be a next level. When you level up, you can clearly see what percentage or what actual a stat itself gonna boost into, so you know what to aim for. And as mentioned earlier, obviously we've got 80 levels in total, so you got to make sure obviously you farm as much as possible, and every 9 of these levels you will have this succession rate slightly smaller, and that's pretty much, it's very much displayed on that level 59. When I'm trying to boost penetration, I've got now a 5%, and obviously once I'll boost that, I will then jump into more of raids, as you see currently probably 40, 50, as this is now level 66. So obviously the higher you're gonna go, these thresholds every 9 to 10 levels is gonna be the smaller, but we got to sort of aim for that max level of 80, and then obviously all your Ancient Relic will be maxed out. So that will be it, guys. Nice, short and sweet guide about Ancient Relic. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have, smash this like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, I will see you next time.